Former President Donald Trump was given a huge loss after a judge rejected his request to delay the Stormy Daniels hush money case. Judge Juan Merchan rejected a request from Trump's lawyers on Monday to give them another 90 days to review documents that are tangentially related to this particular case. According to a report from the New Yorker's Philip Gorovich, Judge Merchan in the Trump hush money election case rejects Trump's lawyers' shaky plea for more delay and upholds criminal trial start date of April 15th. So we have a date, everybody. We have a date. Now, CNN's Caitlin Collins also reported that Trump is not happy after Judge Merchan rejected his efforts to delay or dismiss the criminal hush money case. He claims that Alvin Bragg was forced into bringing the case, which Collins says is not true. What, Donald Trump lie? Never. After the hearing, Trump went after the decision, calling Merchan a disgrace to this country and claiming that the proceedings should not be allowed to happen. Yes, you would like that, wouldn't you? So what did actually happen? Well, the trial was actually initially scheduled to begin Monday, but it was delayed by 30 days after the U.S. Attorney's Office dumped more than 100,000 pages of documents onto the trial. That's a lot of documents, more than 31,000 pages being released just days before the initial start date. So, yeah, they were dumped. You could call them
dumps. Big, massive dumps.
Isn't it funny how the guy who talked about that in when it comes to ballots, now doing the same thing when it comes to documents? We got dumps, big, massive dumps, you know?
They call them dumps, big, massive dumps.
Big, massive dumps. Now, the issue here, though, with these is that they not literally crap, but pretty close to it, because these documents, most of them had nothing to do with the case. Bragg found that just 270 documents out of 100,000, 270 were new and relevant to the case. Now, it doesn't help Donald Trump, by the way. These documents are actually bad for Trump because most of them implied guilt or corroborated existing evidence. So it actually helps them, these document dumps. Way to go. Way to go. Congratulations. Good job. Now, a filing by Bragg's office said the overwhelming majority of the production is entirely immaterial, duplicative, or substantially duplicative, or previously disclosed materials. So, yeah. Oops. Or should we say,
whoopsie?
Not only that, but Merchan also rejected the Trump team's demand for sanctions against Manhattan District Attorney's Alvin Bragg's office. So this is interesting. According to CNN Chief Legal Affairs Correspondent Paula Reed, Judge Merchan was getting into it. Things were getting a little spicy, right? Between him and Trump's legal team about allegations they made against the DA's office. She wrote, "They have accused the district attorney's office of professional misconduct, prosecutorial misconduct. They've even suggested that they should be sanctions." The judge said, look, and this is a quote, "Incredibly serious, unbelievably serious accusation. Not only are you accusing the prosecutor's office of misconduct, but you are also trying to make me, the judge, complicit in it." Interesting strategy, Cotton. Now, she continues, "He pressed the Trump legal team to come up with some case law, some specifics to support this allegation, because the reason we're here today for this hearing and on the first day of the trial is that federal prosecutors handed over hundreds of thousands, 100,000 documents. So the judge here is pressing the Trump attorney on why you can accuse the Manhattan DA's office of prosecutorial misconduct if it's because the Justice Department didn't hand something over." Once again, something that actually is harmful to Trump's case. Now, the Trump attorneys argued that the DA's office should have pushed for those documents themselves. They should have asked for these specific materials, and they're having a pretty intense exchange now with the judge. And of course, the judge ended up ruling against them after that exchange. So, again, the defense actually argued that because the prosecution didn't demand documents that were, again, immaterial and possibly damaging to the defense, along with stuff that they already had. So it feels like they already had a good enough case. They didn't need those additional materials, the corroborating stuff. But the Trump team says, well, because you didn't demand that, have a better case against us, which is already pretty good, you should be sanctioned. What? That's very strange. But look, desperate move, right? Now, at the same time, they got a delay. They already got a delay of 30 days. Now, the judge is saying, no more delays. All right, we're done with this. We've got a date, April 15th. Now we've got a trial. Now, that trial will begin before the election and may end up being the only case heard and completed before then. That is despite the Trump team's efforts to do everything that they can to change that, because this is a criminal trial